Warning, this video contains rumors, speculation, strong opinions, and
all right, we're live for Midnight Movie Madness live with my friend Louis Lecca. He's got us. He's come with a special. We're gonna do something special at the beginning, but we got to get people in here first.
Hold on. Is that how your theme song, bro? Like,
yeah, I love that. I might need to update a little bit. I have some.
No, don't update.
Okay.
Still new to me.
Okay, cool. Well, I got to tweet this out.
Let's do it.
Sci-Fi Dragon was in the backstage earlier. He was going to come on.
He'll come on.
I don't know where he's at. Sci-Fi Dragon, get on in here. Lewis is here.
Yeah.
I got to concentrate on what I'm doing so I don't do the wrong thing.
You want me to talk a little? Okay, look, man,
Yeah.
as you're promoting this, I want everyone in the chat, all these great people, Goldman, Fan Juncture, all these great people are already here, ready to chat it up as we are stuck at home, or at least some of us are. Hopefully we brighten up the day for you or top off the day. You could go, I used to love, or I still do. I love listening to YouTubers right before I go to bed and just listen to what they have to say and just chill, man. Even it may be a topic I'm not even too familiar with. I just love doing it. And hopefully we could bring that to you guys here tonight. What is it? A Wednesday? I forgot. I'm already off.
Yeah. It's early Thursday morning for me now.
Oh man, you're a trooper, man.
Yeah, I got to go to work tomorrow. Oh boy,
extremely early.
But I want to talk about movies, or at least what we have going. I'm actually really positive about the future. Snowdub, hey Snowdub. I didn't think I should have sent. We could send you a link too, I guess. Snow, bringing the
Bova rods in the house.
Yeah.
I don't know any. I think I don't know many of these people. Are you guys subscribed to Nerd Report? If not,
yeah,
give
subscribe to Nerd Report. Definitely. You're bringing the heat, Louis. I think on your channel lately.
What do you mean the heat? The cops?
The
cops?
You're live.
Wanted?
You're no.
You can't prove anything, sir. Sir, you can't prove anything. Yeah. Okay. All
right. Here, Sci-Fi Dragon is coming in the backstage. Hey, Sci-Fi Dragon. Hey. Well, we got it. We're hoping more people get in here because Louis has some special for the beginning of the show.
All right. So listen, life goes on, the force goes on, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm supposed to do this giveaway for Lucasfilm. As it was supposed to be start this week. But as you know, things have changed, and the movie was actually released digitally. So we were supposed to do this giveaway before the film gets released, just for the hype and all that fun. It's still going to be fun because, it's Star Wars. It's always fun, no matter what. No matter what, it's Star Wars. So they call me this morning, and they go, hey, we have a surprise coming to your house. They know where I live actually, and it's gonna get there between 3 and 5. Are you okay there? It's gonna get there between 3 and 5. So I waited, and there was a lady that turns up on my porch from with a big box, right? Unfortunately, it was open, so I know exactly what's in there. But I wanted to share it with you guys here on Mad Max The Mandalorian's channel.
Wow. Great.
Because this team, the Gray Order, everyone here has been so nice to me, and has brought joy in these times that we need it. So enough of that speech, all right? So I think this is totally cool.
Yeah.
And I have another announcement right after this, so stay tuned.
Okay.
Here's what they send me. Let me go on. Okay. I have an advanced version of the film.
Oh, cool.
Here's the Blu-ray. Here's the back. I'm sure you guys have seen it.
No, we haven't seen it.
I haven't seen the Blu-ray yet.
Oh, you haven't? Should I unbox it?
If you want it, yeah.
Yeah, why not? So here's the Blu-ray. If you want to see the cover, beautiful, of course,
Okay.
nice and shiny.
Goldman's
here.
a big fan. Goldman's a big fan of
All
that.
right, I'm opening it right now, and there's some other there's another fun thing, a couple fun things in there as well. Right here, here's the inside.
All right.
And I know what you guys are thinking. You guys are thinking I'm gonna open it, show it on screen, and rip off the digital code.
Ah,
But I'm not gonna fall for that.
That's what I was thinking.
Here's a digital code,
Uh-huh.
and but the other side's the code.
Okay.
I'm gonna give this code in a little bit to my man Max the Mandalorian. So he's gonna get it. He's gonna get this on Twitter because he supported Nerd Report YouTube channel.
Right.
And just like you, if I get extras, I will start hooking up more people in the team. But unfortunately, I only have one.
All right.
Here's what you got inside. You got the bonus disc, which is in black and white.
Okay.
Right here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Then you got the actual disc. Right here.
All right.
Right.
Cool.
You guys get a sense of what it's like?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But I know, Max, you haven't seen the film yet.
No.
But
I haven't seen it either.
I want to invite you, and if I want to invite you for this Friday, 7:00 Pacific Standard Time, Los Angeles time, and I want to invite everyone, Gray Order team, Phantom Menace, I don't care, everybody and anybody, to come in and watch our live reaction video of the film. We're going to be watching the movie. We're not going to be broadcasting the audio or video because that's against YouTube rules.
All right.
We're going to be watching the film, and we want to do a watch-along party. The way it's going to work, we're going to tell you, we're going to come in here, and we're going to do it on the Nerd Report, okay? So please sub and Nerd Report 7:00. So start pimping that out, everyone. We're inviting everyone. Let's make this a unification of all fans. You fans that don't like, fans that do love, the old school fans, the fans of the Christmas special. Everybody, come on in. What happened? Everyone, come on.
He has a bad internet connection.
Everyone, come on in and let's watch it. Tell us the parts you love. Tell us the parts you're iffy about. Whatever. And then we're gonna do this. We're gonna do. We're all gonna press play at the same time. Watch it at the same time. Again, no video or audio will be presented on any. Just to clarify that with YouTube, it'll be us. Now let's get to what was in there. Get a nice little. Let me see what exactly it says. This is just like if I posted it on social media, the hashtags and everything Lucasfilm sends in there. Of course, it's a business. They want people to be aware that the Blu-ray is actually released or it's coming to be released. And the date for that is the 31st of March. So it's a pretty early release. Now, here's what I got. This isn't official, but it's actually handmade by the promotional team, who I know a lot of them personally. It's Ray's yellow lightsaber, right?
Oh, cool.
All right, so they put all the buttons and everything, and it's really, really hard, like really, really hard. All right, there's a reason for that. There's a reason why I have this stick. So remember this stick, right?
Okay.
Okay. I'm sorry if I'm boring you guys, but
No, this is cool.
okay, so remember this stick, and I had to get the name of it. The stick came with, and this is awesome. I think it's called the Markman H Combat Remote. You know what that is? Okay, that's the ball that Luke Skywalker trains with.
Oh, okay.
But
Yeah.
my version is a pinata.
Oh, that's cool.
That's
You get
cool.
what I'm saying? So there you go. This is some cool stuff. Of course, I'm not going to be busting this up. I just can't.
No,
Right.
I understand.
Yeah, so this is going to be hanging, near next to me, hopefully in the studio. But there you go.
Oh, thanks
Fun
a lot.
stuff. Fun stuff.
Does the pinata have candy or something? in it?
It does have candy. I can tell you it's really heavy. It's really heavy, and the stick is really strong. So I could use that against Sith Lords. Again,
Well,
be
I
on
hope
the
there's
lookout.
some good stuff in there.
Oh, one more announcement.
Okay.
My channel, I'm going to post a video
I gotta
tonight,
bring up their channel.
maybe late tomorrow. Nerd Report contest, win a digital copy, so you guys get it for free. And it's also gonna be on my Twitter, Nerd Lecca. So subscribe to that. I'm gonna do the both contests. I have a few to give away. But Max, you're hooked up.
All right, thanks a lot.
All right, there goes my unboxing. Was that okay?
Oh, that was great. Yeah.
That was good.
I'm actually, since all this chaos with the movie, and I'm actually kind of curious to see it now. Like, I'm kind of like, okay, I kind of want to see what everyone's talking about for so long. I know Sci-Fi Dragon hasn't watched it yet, so he's the only other dude I know that hasn't watched it yet.
Yeah.
Sci-Fi, what's the deal? Why haven't you watched it?
Because I wanted to boycott it just like Max.
What was the reason for boycotting it?
Because well, I'll let Max say it because he's the one who knows.
Well, I feel kind of weird doing this now because I'm giving my criticism of Lucasfilm when they just hooked you up, and that's the only reason I'm seeing it.
Yeah. Well, look, if they watch this, I want to tell everybody that I'm opening the door for the naysayers.
Okay. All right.
I'm opening the door.
I'll try to go in with as open mind as I can.
Yeah.
I wanted to boycott not because of everyone saying the Force is female and all that, just because I thought there wasn't a clear plan. And hopefully now with this law in the movie industry and theaters, that now they're going to go hard. They're going to get the writing done. They're going to get plans in order. They have to plan now with this stalling of the movie industry. So that's I'm trying to be positive, like Luke Skywalker. Hope for the best. I also have another guest in.
Yeah.
Snow Dub.
Oh wait, I have to go.
First time I've ever talked to him.
Remember that?
Ah,
I love that character, man. I love that.
what's up, guys?
What's up?
Hey,
So
you got a new mustache.
I got a facelift. I got a facelift. Did some hard time in rehab.
You look much younger.
Thank you very much. So I was gonna make you a deal. I'll give you $5 for that Star Wars movie.
Well, it's not mine to give away because Max already owns it.
Oh, okay.
I'm actually gonna see it, Snow Dub. You were there when I did the spoiler stream. You were on there with me. We watched Grace.
Yep.
I'm actually kind of curious to see it now. I did not watch it. There's lots of ways to watch it without actually paying. I did not do any of that. I still have not seen it because of this movie stuff happening. I'm kind of like, okay, I kind of want to see it now, just to give it a fair. I'm trying to be as open-minded as I have a little bit of a bias. No.
Oh yeah.
Our history. So I'm trying to go open-minded as I can, even though in some of the spoilers. Thanks, Nerd Report and Lewis for providing that. And then he says he is going to provide a digital code on his channel and Twitter too. So there's another chance. Yeah. So it's follow him on his channel, Twitter, if you want a chance to see it, or if you have it already, or you want to join us on Friday on the Nerd Report channel, right?
Yes, 7:00 Los Angeles time. Everyone's welcome. We're gonna be hopefully I get 6 people in here. We already kind of have an idea of who's gonna come in. But then again, we're gonna try to incorporate all the live viewers, and maybe if we could just have 5 people and then give out the StreamYards code so we could kind of rotate fans as they're watching it. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm talking too much stuff that's going to be not possible.
We're definitely doing it Friday night. We just got to figure out the smaller details. That's all.
Yeah. So there's a lot of things to look forward to, whether even you like the film or not. This is a celebration of my channel having momentum, like you said, which I do feel it. I think it's a celebration of our friendship, because I feel like I'm part of the team here and friends, and that's very important as a Star Wars fan, old school Star Wars or whatever whatever, right? That's Star Wars. The friendship is what beat the Empire. But anyways, I want everybody to be included, everyone to have a good time. Whatever you think of the film, come in and say why don't you like that part? Why do you love that part? Why it didn't work? Why it did work? Just have fun with it.
A watch party.
Could I say a bad word here?
Sure.
I'll say shit, man. Even if you don't have the digital code, come and join us. All right?
True.
Come and join us. You don't have to have the movie in front of you. Come back later when you do and go, man, I can't believe they said that about me.
I hope I don't go full madman. I hope I could just relax.
I hope you do.
Oh,
I have a feeling.
It'll make it more entertaining.
I have a feeling you're gonna like it more than anyone.
I don't want to stay angry. There's some people on the internet that stay angry. I'm mad, but I don't want to stay that way. I'm kind of happy with I'm kind of happy with the Mandalorian, and then the new book project coming out, which I think is getting to the writing process first is a good idea. But that's cool. I got plans for Friday night. No, those are definitely not. Fanjaxer, you're wrong on that. Snowdub does not have virgin ears.
Yeah, I'm usually the one doing all the cussing on Max's streams.
I know. We got to get these horror guys together, man. Jolly and Lewis, man, you guys.
I love horror. I love horror.
But you know what? We got to do another watch in the future. Is The Thing? I still have not seen the original Thing.
Yeah,
and that's one of his favorites.
The original, the
John Carpenter's The Thing. Yeah.
People call it the original, but it's not actually the original.
Yeah, I always do that.
Yeah, The Thing from Another World was the title of the original, so it's not technically called The Thing. But then they made the prequel/sequel, and they called that The Thing. So it's very confusing.
Yeah. And fun fact, they're actually showing that in the background of the 1978 Halloween movie. Not in the background, but as they're taking care of the kids or the kids are watching it on TV. So, and that movie actually mentions, there it is. I don't know what the quote is, The Shape. And The Shape is actually the name of Michael Myers. It's really called The Shape. And he got that from The Thing. So a lot of cool stuff with that guy, man. He's a Stan Lee. John Carpenter is a Stan Lee of horror, in my opinion.
He was ahead of his time. That was the thing.
Him and Romero.
Yeah, Romero too. Yep.
It's just kind of sad what happened to him in the later part of his career.
Which one?
John Carpenter. How it kind of petered out a little bit. And he's
he got in the
making
fights.
movie.
He got in the fights with the studios. He had a couple bad movies, didn't pan out, and it just kind of got some bad blood. So he just decided to start doing his own thing. He still pops up once in a while. Recently, he's been touring around, doing all his music because he does a lot of the soundtracks for his movies. So he's been doing like these little mini concerts with his music. So that's pretty cool if you get a chance to see that.
He's Rebound. He's got Halloween Kills, Halloween, the new trilogy with Blumhouse. He's doing fine.
Right. Yeah, he's doing all the music for that, and I think he's a producer too, isn't he?
Yeah. Well, that means, but I don't know how much they use him. But him and his son are touring, like you said.
Yeah.
Real good, real talent there, man.
We need like a horror club watch party because it might be interesting because I have not seen a lot of horror movies. And
watch along, man.
Yeah,
neither have I.
I'm willing to do it for friends because I had a lot of friends that are into horror, like you guys. So
even bad horror movies are good in my opinion.
Okay.
Sometimes. Yeah.
Except Rob Zombie.
The main type of horror movies I like to watch are like creature features with like killer animals or like weird monsters. Those type of
movies. You guys are all Lord of the Ring fans, I'm sure, right?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah.
Well, I mean, I'm a casual fan, but I've seen all the movies, so I guess that counts.
Peter Jackson started out in horror, and a couple of his first movies were really good. I mean, they're cheesy, they're kind of low budget, but they're fun to watch. So yeah, if you ever watch,
you can learn a lot about film. The structure, the VFX, guerrilla filming, right? All that stuff you could really learn off horror because, and I've learned a lot of my horror friends who create horror movies. That's where I get my background in learning about how like the 3-act structure, good or bad acting, lighting.
Right.
I don't know why you're able to learn more off horror movies about making movies and huge Hollywood blockbusters, because I don't know, there's just more passion about it. Even when you go to conventions, in my opinion, the cosplay in horror conventions is it's another world. It's just it's actual movie props you're looking at.
Right.
Beautiful women. Okay, so regular conventions, in my opinion, women try to get pretty up, they get sexy up, which is great. I love looking at that, right? But in horror, you'll get like real beautiful women blow their heads off effects all over their face.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Right? You get what I'm saying?
Like Pinhead.
Yeah. It's like, and like when they take out the makeup, you're like, wow, that woman is beautiful.
Right.
But when you go to Comic-Con, you get like the women, they're trying to, hey, be sexy with their spandex, which is great too. I'm not knocking that.
No,
but it's a different.
I don't. No one here is.
I love horror for the fact that it's like kind of like a diving or not a diving board, but like a spring to bigger things for up and coming actors. I mean, I can't count how many up and coming actors started in horror.
Kevin Bacon.
Kevin Bacon, Johnny Depp. I mean, the list goes on and on. So it's a great place for people to really get their foot in and get their start. Not even acting, but just with practical effects or lighting or directing. I mean, a lot of people do horror movies to try and get their foot in the door, and then later on go down and make better things. Sam Raimi, another great example of somebody who started with low budget horror, and next thing you know, he's doing Spider-Man. So
James Cameron.
Yep, James Cameron.
They look at that. Hollywood looks at that and they go, "Man, you made $1 billion with the $5 investment. So I'm going to hire you." Exactly. That's what they want. Peter Jackson's phenomenal. But you see with Lord of the Rings, like after he won that Academy Award, man, it was like, I don't know, it got a little stale so far.
I like King Kong.
Yeah. Keyword is liked.
Lord
of the Rings loved. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He just needs to find his next passion project.
King Kong was like a childhood movie for me, so it still kind of holds a special place in my heart. And
I love the 70s King Kong as well with the guy. What is it? The guy from Tron?
Jeff Bridges.
Jeff Bridges.
Yeah. Yep.
So
Jeff Bridges was also in Starman. That was
I love that movie.
Yeah. He got I think Academy Award nomination for that role. Yep.
I've only seen a little bit of that movie. I haven't seen it all the way through.
Beautiful.
We're taking over your stream, Max.
I know. That's fine with me. I did have some topics. I was mainly going to talk about the future, and because of what's happening right now, that movies are coming out VOD right away. And kind of like once you go VOD, do you go back? No. Now that the consumers are going to get it, it's going to be a trending thing to do. I think we get spoiled. We want that access right away. I love going to movie theater, but regardless of the situation that's happening right now, there's lots of things that have just put me off, like the audience. I do like the new assigned seating and you recline and stuff like that. But
and there's always the popcorn too.
Right. Always, but I can make some mean popcorn at home with put some extra butter on it and get the same. I got a nice screen TV, but I don't think we necessarily want the theater experience to go away. But I think you're going to get. I think because of this, it's ushering on the digital age. We're already in a digital age, but especially with the Bud Light virus, physical media. It's still going to be here. It's still going to be there for the collectors and physical experience at the theater. But I think it's going to change. Like I only think my feeling is more and more going to go the VOD route. If they're testing it first with these they admitted I have a New York Times article up. It's for sure a test, but there's no better time to test it with the current situation if people will actually pay when they're at home. I really think they're going to be examining this a lot. And if it does get a lot of big VOD numbers, rentals, that you're going to get a mix of stuff. I still think the Disney stuff's going to be in there for sure. The amusement park rides, but they also said they're experimenting with, even when theaters come back, that they're going to release it on the VOD too, along with the theater. When it first, I forget which movie they're talking about in this article. I have to read it.
Although that would be awesome. I think it's highly unlikely. Are you guys familiar with NATO?
Oh yeah.
National Association of Theater Owners?
Yeah.
Oh no, never mind. Not that NATO.
It's funny they actually put out a press release on this. They are actually like the top dog, the spokesmen. They put on CinemaCon, and there's they actually put out a press release you could check out that talks about this particular issue. And in that press release, they talk about that they're aware of the speculation, like we are, of moving the films that haven't been released straight to VOD right away. But they also said that this would actually cause a catastrophic loss in studio revenue, and that they've spoken to the studios, and they're not going to be doing this, and that 99% of the films will be rescheduled to be placed in theaters before they go into VOD or streaming, whatever. If you look at the movies that are in fact being released, Deadshot, the latest one, and stuff, it already had like a week in the theater, and it performed on the low end. Yeah. So that, they stand to win because theaters aren't open, right? So the films that were released the past couple weeks, you'll probably see them go to VOD. The ones that have not been released, probably no chance in hell. The Hunt already had a couple weeks of theatrical release, so that's kind of cool. That's good for them that they're releasing it streaming. Invisible Man already kind of had its kind of a run.
Yeah.
The only one I'm going to tell you, and I am talking a lot, I'm sorry. The only one I am going to tell you should go to streaming like fast, and I'll dish out the $20 is New Mutants, because that movie's never going to come out. I'm sorry. It may be at this point, I think it may be the cause of Bud Light virus was the announcement of New Mutants. So Mother Nature goes, you ain't releasing that. Boom, Bud Light on Earth, because there's way too many roadblocks on that film.
Well,
I know.
We did
it's
talk
like
about
one thing after another. It's like that movie just doesn't cut the break at all.
And I want to see it. I'm so curious, man.
Yeah, I'm actually curious to what you think of that too, Jolly. The New Mutants trailer. Do you see it? It's more horror, but X-Men.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm actually a big fan of what was her name?
Anya Taylor-Joy. Anya.
Arya. Yeah.
Anya Taylor-Joy. Yeah.
Yeah, I really liked her in Game of Thrones, and I was kind of looking forward to it. And it's funny that I think that movie was supposed to come out back when there was still a lot of hype around her, and it just kept getting pushed back and back.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of sad. And now, is that R-rated movie or was it PG-13? Do you guys remember?
From what I know, there was speculation of it being rated R because it looked like a rated R movie because it's scary, and Fox doesn't care. But then the director,
that's what I wanted to see. Yeah,
the director stated no, it was never rated R, and there were no reshoots.
Yeah, well,
why I'm kind of glad about the reshoot thing.
No, but my excitement level just went down a notch. Just saying.
Well, as long as it's not they didn't reshoot it, I'm good.
No,
right.
Because I don't like it when movies are reshot and altered like that.
Yeah.
Now this is where I was kind of leading to, because I kind of think that once we go digital, it's going to change the landscape. It's not going to erase theaters, but I just think there's going to be more options. Disney Fast Pass. I don't. You're going to think you're going to get movies to your regular Disney Plus subscription, but just like they do at the amusement parks, a fast pass to access to these movies. I think.
Right.
I speculate that it could be a possibility in the near future, depending on how these movies do when everyone's stuck at home. If everyone's stuck at home and they still don't watch these movies, they're going to be like, no. But you can't count on China anymore either.
Should never count on China. Should never count on China.
Don't count on China for anything.
Except the Bud Light virus. No, I should have said that.
And it's no disrespect to the people from China.
No.
We love the people from China.
I was just joking.
The government.
Well, it's not good to put your cookies in one jar. I mean, whatever, they need to open some stuff out here. But anyways, just so you guys know, New Mutants is rated PG-13. Not bad. I mean, not bad. Dark Knight trilogy was rated PG-13, and I totally agree. They are looking into the industry, how the people are going to react, how much are they going to get from the pay-per-view. But this is a rare situation when so whatever they make off these movies, right, that goes straight to streaming, they're going to make it significantly less the next time they do it, because one, people are going to get used to it, and two, there's no Bud Light virus to make more people available. So that's going to be, they're going to have to take that into account. And as I continue to talk fastly here, what we're going to probably find is a mutated film. And what I mean by that is something that's better quality than your average streaming show, but not quite the quality of a big budget film, like what we get with Titans on the DC thing, which you pay, right? You pay the streaming, and it's like it's a few chromosomes away from a big budget film. The way that show is, it has great special effects, but sometimes it doesn't. Same thing with The Mandalorian, great special effects, but sometimes it's iffy. It's like almost TV, it's almost theatrical. They have the bigger budget.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh no! I hope this doesn't become the future.
I went down a rabbit hole with this idea of digital only, and how Wally was right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have to rewatch that movie. They got a lot of things right. We are social distancing ourselves. We got to keep exercising more in the home. Prime example, man.
All the gyms are closing down, man.
Well, I have a bike in the back that everyone makes fun of me. It's just sitting there, and I have an exercise room in the cellar, but I'm streaming instead.
Yeah.
What madness?
I mean, I can't even go out to the track field because my grandparents are too scared for me to go outside at all.
If you go to Amazon,
I can't even call my puppet escort. They're out of business right now. They won't take my calls. It's terrible.
Is that the reason? No, just kidding.
Well, all the prostitution rings have shut down. It's just not healthy.
Go to Amazon, buy yourselves a punching bag and a glove, and go. As you're watching these streams, punch the bag a little bit. I got one in the other room. And this Bud Light thing doesn't affect athletic people as much. So and time and time again, research has shown that if you're athletic, it helps your immune system. Yeah. Especially since this is a respiratory disease. If your lungs are kind of like out of shape, it's going to be worse on you. But if you're used to breathing, you're going to be a little better. Your chances are much higher.
Yeah, of course.
Dr. Lewis.
So what I'm doing right now isn't helping.
No, none of what we're doing is helping.
It's all moderation, man.
Right here.
Right after this, I'm going right to the gym in the cellar. Yeah.
Why don't you go and take on the Fantastic Four, Mr. Doom?
Oh, I'm gonna go smoke. I want to see that. I'll go see that in theaters.
That's a theater movie right there.
Yeah. So
Godzilla versus Kong 2, that's another theater movie. I hope that doesn't get affected by the Bud Light virus. I hope this
no. If it lasts that long, we're all in trouble too. Yeah, I hope you're right. Hey, Sci-Fi Dragon, I hope you could share this. He's got some cool grandparents. What movie did you watch with them? He's like, I'm busy tonight. I'm watching a movie. I'm like, what movie are you watching?
I watched Apocalypse Now. The final
nice. Francis Ford Coppola.
I could never watch that with my grandparents.
That's a classic.
Yeah, my grandparents are cool.
Yeah. Why? What's that? I don't remember the movie.
Because my grandfather was actually a Vietnam War vet too, so
nice.
It was relevant for him.
God, I'm old.
Was that their first time seeing it or just yours?
That was just my first time seeing it.
Okay.
They it seemed like they seen it before, but it was a different version, the final cut that was made for the 40th anniversary.
Okay.
Kind of like with Blade Runner.
Whose pick was that? Was that Grandma's pick?
Yeah, like when I bought the movie, she was like, "Let's watch it since we have to stay home for the Bud Light virus." I mean, she didn't call it the Bud Light virus.
Okay. But, it's not like it was in your collection, the family collection. You went out and bought it recently.
Yeah,
it was. Cool.
I bought it on the day that the WHO declared the Bud Light virus a pandemic.
So you bought Apocalypse Now.
Nice.
I like that sci-fi.
Thank your grandfather for his service.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a vet too, actually. I survived the Last Jedi.
You had to get that in there.
I did.
Hey, fun fact: Francis Ford Coppola, George Lucas, Steven Spielberg, Brian De Palma, and I think I'm missing one guy. They were all buddies back in the 70s, making some great movies. All independent filmmakers. Just got a camera and started filming, and they're legendary.
Right?
Yeah, and another fun fact is that George Lucas was actually going to direct Apocalypse Now.
Oh, really?
First being developed. And what he wanted to do with it is he wanted to make it more like a documentary style movie where he would actually film the movie in Vietnam while the war was happening on 16 millimeter.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Steven Spielberg, one of his very first kid movies that he made when he was a kid was a depiction of World War II. And it has a lot of similarities to what I think arguably is one of his best movies ever, and that's Saving Private Ryan. So, you can see if dreams start small, but they can end up real big.
Yeah. I still haven't seen Saving Private Ryan.
Oh,
speaking of George Lucas,
your grandfather would love that one. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw that video on Twitter. It was pretty weird.
I loved it. I wanted to share it. Man, I love these old guys.
I have a bone to pick with Schwarzenegger though, in a friendly way.
Oh, okay, cool.
You know what it is?
What?
He's putting out these videos, stay at home, right? He's got the one on the left, right? This is beautiful, right? Yeah. Then he puts out another one today. He's like, you got to stay at home or whatever. And it's like, he's inside a jacuzzi in his mansion.
Yeah.
Like, bro, if we had a jacuzzi, a mansion, and who knows what, or who's filming this, probably some hot chicks in bikinis, we'd stay home too, man. But
I never leave.
Yeah.
Do you blame him?
No, but stop saying, hey, stay home. It's like, dude, we're not in the same situation.
I don't want to stay home. I want to go hang out with Arnold.
Yeah.
I mean, 10 people or less, but yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you better run. Get to the chopper.
Get in the chopper now.
Get out of here.
I wanted to share that video. I want to watch it. I want to bring Arnold on. Hold on.
It's on my Twitter. I just reshared it.
There was another video that was that came out and was making people mad about Vanessa Hudgens or something.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to play that one.
I don't even know what she. I saw that. I don't see a reason to get upset at her. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something.
I think it was because people thought she wasn't being serious about the virus or something, or she was talking like a 3-year-old or something. I don't know.
Yeah, she was talking like a Valley Girl, like Clueless. So people are gonna die. Whatever. Let's get over it. I was like, what?
Sounds just like D-Level.
Yeah. Uh-oh, he might be watching.
Uh-oh.
I don't see him in the chat, so you might be okay.
No.
All right, let me share the audio. Anytime I could share Arnold, I want to. I gotta watch some old Arnold movies too. Hold on.
I remember when Arnold he first he made a video when Donald Trump was elected for office, and he was telling people to like calm down or something, or to come together or something.
Voice of reason, calm down. Yeah, I appreciate it. I like when these. Here, we'll play it.
One thing is that you stay at home. There's a curfew now. Okay, no one is allowed out, especially someone that is like 72 years old. After you're 65, you're not allowed at the house anymore in California. So we stay home and we eat here. Right? Oh, yes, that's yummy. And whiskey, and there's Lulu.
Whiskey and Lulu.
Lulu loves carrots.
I did not know he had donkeys.
I know.
Vegan food. Oh,
What a weird pet to have.
He's wearing a Dark Fate t-shirt.
That's what we do.
Oh, yeah.
We don't go out. We don't go to restaurants. We don't do anything like that anymore here. We just eat with whiskey and with Lulu. We have a good time. We get entertained. Look at that beautiful smile she has. Huh? Oh, yes.
I want one.
Oh, yes. Yummy. Huh?
Yeah, it's all crap.
Eating here together. So much more fun than going outside. No more restaurants, okay? No more restaurants. Forget all that.
Yeah, unless you're one of us.
Gatherings, restaurants, and all those gymnasiums out the window. You stay home. Very good.
All right. I was also gonna hold on a second. Let me get rid of that. I was also good. Did you see the one? Oh man, why am I'm blanking on names again? Mel Brooks, his son. Did you see that one?
No, I didn't see that one. But
oh yeah, I saw that one.
But
that was
his son
cool.
wrote World War Z, so he's there's the little relationship there, the connection. World War Z is
the movie.
Yeah.
I want to show this one too because I really like this one too, and it's not that long. It's fun. Sure.
Well, all of these videos are pretty short, so it's okay. And we're not watching like a Doomcock video or something. So
no. All right, can you guys see? All right.
Yep.
Make sure you could hear. Did I click the audio? Let me see.
I think I can hear it.
No, you had to do the audio.
Oh no.
Oh, it's paused. What the heck's going on with my internet?
Mel Brooks.
I know the same thing's happening to my internet too.
He's 93.
Can you hear it?
If I get the coronavirus, I'll probably be okay. But if I give it to him, he could give it to Carl Reiner, who could give it to Dick Van Dyke. And before I know it, I've wiped out a whole generation of comedic legends. When it comes to
that's
coronavirus,
rad.
I have to think about who I can infect. And so should you. So practice social distancing. Avoid crowds, wash your hands, keep 6 feet away from people. And if you've got the option to stay home, just stay home. Do your part. Don't be a spreader. Right, Dad? I'm going. Love you.
Spreader. That sounds kinky.
I'm Max.
Okay. I just like seeing Mel. I just like seeing Mel Brooks again. That's why I wanted to share that. I love see. I wish we get more content.
Yeah,
from him.
what's up with him, man?
He's just enjoying retirement. That's all. And I know there's. Oh, hold on a second. It was playing again. Oh no. All right, I shut it off.
Max, can you do me a favor?
What? What's the favor?
Look up judo Gene LaBelle and put his picture up. He looks just like Mel Brooks, except he's a judo expert. He's a legendary judo expert.
Judo
Gene LaBelle.
LaBelle.
Gene with a
Like,
G.
yeah.
Judo Gene.
And he beat up Steven Seagal.
Oh, really? Yeah.
You see him?
Yeah, I'm just trying to. I have pictures of him. He does.
Speaking of Steven Seagal, that's a pretty interesting fellow, isn't he?
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot you can say about Steven Seagal.
I don't know if I want to get into that tonight. I don't know. Let me see. Hold on a second here.
You got G. You want to put a picture of him?
I'm trying to find. I found images, but nothing that's going to be big enough yet. Hold on.
I got it for you.
You should.
How's about those?
Oh, you shared. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't that look like Gene LaBelle's double?
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Yeah, he does. Yeah. You said he beat Steven Seagal?
Yeah, there's a thing where Steven Seagal, this guy is a judo expert. He's been around forever. He teaches judo to and jujitsu to a lot of people, man. He trains a lot of people. He's a legend. So he was at a movie. I guess they were filming a movie in Canada or someplace like that. and Steven Seagal was going around showing off or whatever, and he tried to do some kind of lock on Judo Gene, and then he reversed it, put Steven Seagal in a headlock and made him cry. He didn't know who he was.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's a good story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's another genre that I would like to get more into is like Bruce Lee and karate and Jet Li movies. I want to go back and watch some of those. That's another thing I could get into. I
wanted to do a marathon review of all of Jet Li's movies that he's done up until now.
Yeah.
You know, a movie I liked a while back was Ong Bak. Did you ever see that?
Yeah.
Tony Jaa.
I haven't seen Ong Bak, but I've seen The Protector, the other movie that Tony Jaa was in with the elephants.
Yeah,
that was good. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, I think was one of the most beautiful cinematic movies ever made. Did it win Best Picture that year, I think?
Yeah, it won Best Foreign. Ang Lee.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah, the director of the 2003 Hulk movie that I know a lot of people don't care for his Hulk movie, but I do. I like his Hulk movie.
I liked it. I thought it was okay.
It took a chance.
That's another genre of film that there's so much gold there that you just got to go through, and if you have the time to go through it.
Did you guys ever see War with Jet Li and Jason Statham?
Yep.
It was a martial arts movie where they were kind of pitted against each other.
The one called Fearless, I think, is the one I really liked.
I saw that one in theaters when it came out.
Yeah,
guys, I'm turning my cam off like this. It's because my eyes are killing me. I have seasonal allergies, so I'm gonna turn off the light.
He's been streaming all day.
Oh yeah.
I'm you.
I had seasonal allergies a few weeks ago too, and I'm just kind of getting over it now that I'm staying indoors and I'm not being exposed to the pollen.
The other reason I showed this is like this warms my heart. Anytime I'm sad about the movies, I see Arnold with his donkeys and George with Baby Yoda. Man, I love that picture. Look at George. I wish the picture was a little bit better, but man, as much as even regardless of how you feel about the sequel trilogy, you know, him being on set seeing that Baby Yoda, you know how he felt, and that's what that makes me feel good. So something good came out of Disney Star Wars. No matter how hard we go out, the Mandalorian, Baby Yoda. And regardless of how this goes, they did wrap filming season 2 of The Mandalorian. So they're just working on the post-production all before this happened. Right before they started delaying and canceling everything. So we do have that to look forward to.
If you're down on if you are down on the Disney Star Wars, I think they're gonna start to satisfy a lot of fans. You know, the writing's on the wall, Mandalorian and stuff like that. I think it's gonna be better because Lucasfilm, it's not a company that is used to releasing so many movies so close together. They look at their history, right? It's basically the same team. They are used to coming out with a movie once every 3 years. That's when they have the trilogy already set. And in between the trilogies, they wait 16 years. After being acquired by Disney, you know, they're putting out a film every other year, and their plan was once a year. So of course they're going to have trouble with that. That's just something they don't do, you know? So I think, you know, it should get better, but you know, I don't know. Whatever you guys think. I like the Rise of Skywalker. I just felt it could have been better if it was better planned. That's it.
Well, I'll find out Friday.
Yeah,
I think that's going to be one of the things. One of the things people are going to be anticipating.
Oh, no.
That's what? Kathleen Kennedy and Ryan Johnson.
No.
My childhood hero, Luke Skywalker. I'll never forgive him. Never.
Oh man, bringing the heat.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Oh no, Fanjecture, that's pretty dark. I can't. No, I guess
we're not at that point yet.
I guess it depends on how long this goes. I don't want to think about Arnold eating his donkeys. Oh no,
animals carry diseases that
that's how this started.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, fortunately for dog owners, the dogs can't get the virus.
Right.
Yeah.
But they
Thank
can
goodness.
carry it. So just be careful about
Yeah,
taking
so
them to
you-
parks and stuff.
Yeah.
So your dogs are safe.
Yeah, they're safe, but they can still carry it. They can still get it on their fur, you know.
Yeah.
So
Right.
Pigs
Good
are
point.
pigs are the worst, but when it comes to spreading diseases,
right.
because they
All right.
like to wallow in mud and all that other stuff.
Okay, so Fan Jexter says, "OMG, Mel Brooks but he looks happy. He looks
Yeah,
like he's just enjoying life. That's what I wanted for George too.
yeah.
I don't.
There's some old filmmakers who just don't look happy, and they don't look like they're enjoying their life. So it's good to see when an old filmmaker is enjoying their retirement like that. Their
Yeah.
golden
You want to
years.
watch a new Mel Brooks film in that style? Go watch Jojo Rabbit.
Really?
That to me is kind of like a Mel Brooks film.
Okay, I haven't seen it yet.
That was by Taika Waititi.
Yeah, but it is in the style. He won't say it, but I think it's very Mel Brooksy.
I have a Mel Brooks collection on Blu-ray, but I haven't watched them all.
It's all about History of the World Part 1, man, for me.
Okay, I like that one.
I searched for Part 2, like if it existed for
Yeah.
years.
That's part of the joke, but yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
As long as you don't eat puppets, we're good.
Yeah.
Oh, Luke. Sorry, I'm late to some of the chat. That's a good one. Luke did go to crate because he was practicing social distancing. Yeah,
Right.
he got it nailed packed with that force projection. Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, I would do that if
Only
I
y'all
could.
could do that.
Yeah. World War Z. Okay. Sorry, my chat froze. I didn't realize. All right. Oh, how do you feel about Stephen Chow movies?
Stephen Chow.
Oh,
Kung Fu Hustle and stuff, I think.
Amazing.
yeah.
Did he direct Rumble in the Bronx? That one, or was that a different director?
I think that was a different director. I'm thinking.
Shaolin
sure.
Soccer. Wow.
Yeah,
Look it up.
he really gets like you know how they try to do anime live action? I think he's the only one that really gets it. With the way he films and just gets the jokes, and it's just fast paced. Yeah, I'd like to watch some Stephen Chow. The guy from Rogue One,
Donnie Yen.
yeah, Donnie
yeah.
Yen. I got it. I got the trilogy of him. What's
Man.
It Man, yes. And I didn't finish. I got it on Steelbook. And there's a fourth one coming out
these days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fan Jexter said he'd eat me over K-Log. What up, man? If you lick the back of K-Log's back, you go on an acid trip.
Yeah, for sure.
Are we? Could we bring up some topics? I have one. It's kind of like, I think it's gonna make you guys laugh.
All right, sure.
Okay, listen. So you guys all saw Rogue One, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
guys
I did.
brought up Donnie Yen. This is so his partner. I forgot his name. The actor, Asian actor,
yeah.
super famous dude. He doesn't understand, and I don't know if you guys seen this video. He doesn't understand the concept of spoilers. So this is, I don't know where. This could be one of the celebrations. If you want to share that video real quick. This is over at, you guys are gonna laugh your ass off. So everyone's describing the movie, right? Spoiler free. He spoils the movie in front of everyone. Watch this. And then, mind you, after this, he was never in any press junket.
Oh,
ever.
really?
Yeah, check this out. Check this out.
I didn't know this.
Check this out.
To do very, very big mission. I cannot say that. And when this guy dead, I do so. Actually, he's bigger than
So he says,
very
watch.
big mission.
He's describing his character, and he goes,
Yeah.
when this guy is dead, watch.
I cannot say that. And when this guy dead,
Oh boy.
And when is guy dead? When is guy dead? When is guy dead?
Oh, he just
I'm
spoiled
back.
it.
What did I miss?
Oh man.
My
You guys
internet
hear
went
that? That
out
shit
at the
was
best
funny,
part.
right?
Yeah.
That was funny, right? He just
Yeah, it
like,
was funny.
yeah.
He didn't get you could see he was being serious. He wasn't trying to do anything. He let it out. When this
The
guy
actor
dies,
from yeah.
when this guy dies.
I still think Rogue One's the best Star Wars movie made by Disney, personally.
Yeah.
Yep.
I can see that. We were promised one trilogy film every other year and a standalone in between. From going to that to nothing, it's disappointing.
Yeah, a little bit.
The 5 Deadly Venoms. I haven't heard of that one.
Yeah, that's old school kung fu theater, baby.
Someone else, Jedi Wander, also said Assassin Wu. I haven't seen that.
You definitely want to see Return of the Dragon, which I feel is one of the most realistic fight scenes ever put on film.
Oh, really? Return?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Chuck Norris versus Bruce Lee, and
okay.
they're really hitting each other in that. If you watch, you can see it, at least in the body shots, you know. And then another one, of course, everybody should see is Enter the Dragon, because that movie has been copied so many times as far as the storyline goes, about your hero joining a tournament, you know, and having to fight to the top to get to the bad guy. You know, it's that same storyline that's been done 1,000 times in a bunch of other martial arts movies. So make sure you go back and watch the original Enter the Dragon. Recipes, Bruce Lee. Yeah.
And if you guys want to see like a movie that inspired all the video game, well, a lot of the video game characters that fight kung fu or fight,
right?
Go and watch Legend. No, wait, is it Master of the Flying Guillotine? That one's insane. It's called Master of the Flying Guillotine. And you will see a lot of Kill Bill in there. A lot of the stuff Tarantino took for Kill Bill is in there.
Wait, what? One more time?
Master of the Flying Guillotine.
We're getting a lot of recommendations on the end of the show.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
Are we at the end already?
Well, we're almost at an hour.
We could go on for a few more minutes.
Yeah, for sure. We could go a little longer.
May I run a video here? Could we run that trailer for Master of the Flying Guillotine here?
I try not to do trailer because what happens is you do a whole hour stream and it gets demonetized just because of one trailer. But I would like to see it. I will link it in the comments section after this video is live for people who want to check it out, because I'll check it out too.
Apparently, the entire movie Master of Flying Guillotine is on YouTube.
All right. Well, you're trying to convince me. Okay, we'll try.
No, I'm not trying to. I'm telling you right now that when you see this film, you're gonna see, oh, dude, that's where they got this character. That's where they got that character, and it's just. It also has another name. It used to be called Legend of One Arm Boxer, because a lot of the Chinese films have several names. Back in the day, that was kind of more common. A movie would be released in one territory with one name, and then another in another territory with another. What was the film? Demolition Man. I saw on one of Matt Jarbo's videos. He said, I didn't know this, but Demolition Man, and I believe it was on Australia, was called Rambo versus I don't know what. Just to let people know it was Rambo, like to make them think that.
Oh, you're right. It is on. It's the whole movie's on here 3 years ago.
Yeah.
All right, let's try it. Bring up the trailer.
Oh, you want to do it? All right.
Yeah.
Let's do it right here. Master of the Flying Guillotine trailer.
We need a horror kung fu club.
Dude, there's a lot of possibilities we could do. There's a lot of things we could look into now that we have extra time.
Yeah.
So we could make.
I have one recommendation if people haven't seen Chocolate. It's like Ong Bak. It's the same production company.
Right.
but it's a girl character,
Mhm.
and she has a mental handicap, I believe, or she's autistic. I think. Sorry, she's autistic, and she brings it just like Tony Jaa, and it's an amazing movie. I have that one, so that's one that if you haven't seen, check it out. Chocolate.
I have the trailer on the standby. Now you may not get demonetized for this because I believe it's so old it's public domain, but here we go. Let me know if you can hear it. You hear it?
Yeah.
Pai Mei right there from Kill Bill.
Pause it every once in a while just to trigger. That helps with it.
Watch.
He comes from beyond time.
And you hear that voice is what Tarantino uses for his what's it called, Grindhouse.
From beyond the outer limits of your imagination.
See that weapon right there? I'm gonna pause it. For monetizing reasons and just so you guys know what's going on as well. This weapon right here is a guillotine. He chucks it, lands on people's head, and beheads them.
He's the master of the flying guillotine.
See that?
Yeah.
And he's ready to blow your mind.
All that Tarantino. It's all Tarantino got influenced by this.
With more nerve-shattering special effects than you have ever seen before.
See that? And this is a fight tournament as well. And one of the guys has one arm. The guy right there with the checkers, he's like Umbach. He does his power is Muay Thai.
It's a trip into a world where warriors from the ends of the universe meet in combat.
Okay.
Knows no boundaries.
Doesn't that look like the guy from what's it called? That video game. Darn it.
Raiden from Mortal Kombat.
Correct. And okay, so see that symbol right there that we know with World War II. That symbol right here, which no one likes, of course. But if you look at that one, the Chinese had that symbol way before the what's it called, the Charlie Chaplin looking dude from Germany had it. So that's like it stands for something else in the Chinese culture, and it's actually opposite.
A world where silent soldiers of death try everything in their power to conquer the most gruesome weapon ever conceived.
And the guillotine guy, he's blind, but he has he's a Shaolin monk, but he could hear. His hearing is what gives him his powers. Oh, see this guy, the Indian guy.
Filmed entirely in Super Cinevision as the master of the flying guillotine.
See how his arms extend? There's another character in video games that does that.
The most amazing creatures in this or any world.
Dalsine.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
Yeah, let me pause it right there too. And this movie is brutal, man. Like the blood, it's.
As he experiences the most spectacular adventures the mind can imagine.
There you go.
Yeah, this is one that you might actually be able to just watch with everybody.
Yeah.
The master of the flying guillotine.
There you go. So there's a lot of aspects to that movie. It's at one point it was in the hands of the Chinese mob, and they wouldn't want to release it, so they had to release it in parts. Then they actually got it back, and then there's a whole issue with that symbol, and they had to put a disclaimer on the Blu-ray because people didn't realize, the DVD, people didn't realize it wasn't that. So there's a lot of different things. There's also the influence with video game characters. So amazing.
There's another one called The Street Fighter. By a famous Chinese martial artist. He did a bunch of movies back in like the 70s. But the Street Fighter, there's a scene where he actually punches a guy in the groin and rips something off. It doesn't really show what he rips off. But they had to give the movie yes, and they had to give Sonny Chiba, and they had to give it an X rating at when it first came out because of that scene.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, those 70s movies, they seem to have been able to show more.
A little more vulgar, a little more graphic.
Yeah. Actually, PG-13 didn't come in until Temple of Doom.
That's
Right.
true.
Yeah.
The 80s. Yep.
Yeah.
So,
But they figured since they ripped off
even-
genitalia, it was a little too much for an R. So they gave it an X. It was the only martial arts
Yeah.
movie that ever had an X rating.
Wow, there's a lot to catch up on there. Like there's a movie called The Raid, if you've heard of that. Raid
Oh,
1 and
Yeah,
2.
I've heard of that.
Yes.
heard of that
I
one
have
too.
both of those.
I haven't seen them, but I want to really badly
Those are,
because they look really good.
They're more recent, and they're really highly acclaimed for nonstop action. If you watch 1917, that new war movie where the camera just kind of keeps going through the whole movie,
Oh yeah.
that's like The Raid, except it goes through this whole fight scene forever, and it's amazing. Yeah, check out The Raid.
I have that one. I watched it recently, the first one. I didn't watch the second. I got a collection steelbook. I sometimes buy a whole bunch, so I'm ready for this type of situation. There's been like things on Twitter, social distancing. I've prepared this for my whole life. My whole steelbook collection. I have a lot to do, and a lot of friends here on YouTube, and this is great. This is where I will end it though, because I got to get to work tomorrow. I got to.
We don't care. We're fine, dude. Like we don't. Go
support,
on all day.
Go support the Sci-Fi Dragon. Go support Snowdub. Go support Nerd Report. Nerd Report is being affected by this on YouTube and his personal job. So it's really so give him some support and love. He's going hard on YouTube to have conversations keep going during this time of need. We need entertainment and talking to people. We doesn't mean we got to distance ourselves on the internet. We can still talk on the internet. You social distance yourself in life until this blows over, hopefully.
And we're all gonna come out. We're gonna be better after this. I'm 100%. There's no doubt in my mind. There's no doubt in my mind. That's we're all gonna be better. No pain, no game, no gain.
Right.
We've been on this earth for a long time as humans. We're just gonna evolve and be a little stronger, and then the virus is gonna come a little stronger, and we're gonna kick its ass too when it comes to the next one. So
I've been looking at the positive side of this, and I've noticed that a lot of people, because they've been quarantined, have to stay home, not driving, all that good stuff. We're actually giving the environment a little bit of a break, which is kind of nice for the earth to be like, all right, no ships are going across the bays, and everything's slowed down a bit. And I seen a video in Italy where they were saying the dolphins had come back to a harbor that they hadn't seen come back in years, just because the ships weren't, driving around everywhere out there. So there's certain things to look at and be like, hey, giving the earth a rest for a couple weeks isn't a bad idea. And we'll recover.
And unfortunately, it's kind of weird you say that. It's Mother's Nature. Sometimes these things it's Mother's Nature's way of saying, you know what? Give me a little bit of a break here. Right. Everyone stay at home, and stuff like that, and we'll be back to normal. That's the way nature speaks to us. There's a reason for everything.
Thanks, Sharon. We appreciate you watching. Back to you too. We're all here for each other. Thanks, Sharon, for adding that at the end here. Snowdub is the Snowdub family are you also being affected by this with your work or?
No, work's fine so far for me. I'm kind of in a smaller town. I'm in Tucson, Arizona, so it's not like a huge city or anything. But we have restrictions on restaurants, kids out of school for at least 2 weeks, maybe longer. We're not sure yet. But we are being cautious. And I can't go see my grandmother. I'm just staying away from her.
Yeah, that's rough.
She's almost 90.
They're gold, man. Grandparents are gold.
Yeah, so take care of your grandparents. Keep them away from everybody. That's really what we got to focus on is our older generation right now.
See, that's another thing we forgot about. We haven't all of us, but
that's
why we forget.
That's why I shared this. Whatever you think about are we doing the right thing? Think about people like this.
Right.
Yes, they could easily get it. Even Arnold, he's fit, but how do you know how it affects certain people?
Actually, Arnold is a big target for this because Arnold is not only older, but he's had several heart what's it called operations.
Heart attacks. Yep.
So
whenever you question, are we doing the right thing? Think of these guys.
And Lucas is diabetic.
Or
Lucas
your family,
is diabetic.
yeah. Right,
So,
we could easily lose these, and look how much they brought to entertainment if we didn't have these guys.
Let's be real. They brought us together right now talking.
Right.
Exactly.
So
And
that's
John
why it's worth it.
who we mentioned earlier, is an older guy, and he's a smoker. He has been his whole life, and this really goes after people with lung issues. So, yeah, if you're a smoker, it's a good time to maybe think about quitting. Just saying.
Yeah. Well, not only that, I want to throw this in here because a lot of the viewers right now, they're probably younger than me, but I was blessed that my parents taught me to always save money, not blow it on junk. When you do have it, money is rare. When it comes in, you make $100, put 80 in the bank, 20, have fun with, and that's gonna come in handy for me. That lesson for the next 2 weeks, and I encourage everyone to please do the same. Put $1 away, for a rainy day.
Definitely.
Yeah, I've been trying to spend less on other things and focus on food and family and reevaluate things. Oh, and thanks, Oksana Jaiswal. We love you here too. Thanks everyone for joining. While we go out, I'll let you guys sign off, say what you're working on. And I know Snowdub, you've been working on some stuff with Kermit too. With I don't know if he was doing the Clone Wars, but you also did Ash versus the Evil Dead, which I did not watch yet, and I got to check up on that. I don't know how far you along are there. Have you also been watching this season of The Walking Dead that it came back?
Yes, we've been doing the streaming for that over on Meg's channel.
Okay.
Yeah, she's been running that show. But we've been doing that with Fan Addicts of Film, and we were on with Perp Minded last night. Was that last night? Yeah. God, I stream so much now I forget which night it is, but yeah, we've been doing horror streams on Thursday.
Could you add your stream on the link in the chat so I could follow it, please?
My channel or my?
I'm sorry, your channel, so I can follow it. I want to start watching.
Oh sure, yeah. I'll get in there and do that. But yeah, check me out. I'm Ribbit and Bigot show every Saturday night, and here with this break we might be having, I might be having a whole lot more videos coming soon. So stay tuned.
Yeah, me too. Hopefully.
Oh yeah, did you want to say anything before we go, Sci-Fi? You were thinking about what you're doing with your channel. You mentioned.
Oh yeah, for my 200 subscribers special, I'm gonna do like a live review and like have like a guest or two to like have a discussion about the movie I decide to review. And I originally wanted to review the James Cameron Titanic movie that came out in 1997, and I was also thinking about the 2001 Pearl Harbor movie by Michael Bay, but the problem is I don't have access to those movies.
Oh, okay.
So I'm thinking of either doing Apocalypse Now or the Peter Jackson King Kong movie, since I have immediate access to those movies. I have them both on Blu-ray.
Dude, do both. Do both, man.
In one stream?
No. It has to be separate.
Yeah. Well, I want to do it as like a special because this is like my first live stream, and I just got 200 subscribers.
I'd like to hear the Apocalypse Now because it's your first. I mean, you've watched King Kong when you were a child, but this is like fresh now after all your years of growing as a film fan, and that's great to see a younger film fan watch a classic. So that's my vote. I don't know. And then Lewis, you're going to be go if you haven't already, sub to both Snowdub and Sci-Fi Dragon, and look out for that special live stream. I'm really looking forward to it. And Lewis, I'm sure, is probably going to pop up tomorrow with another live stream.
Maybe today. I don't know. Like in a couple hours. 7:00 Pacific Standard Time. We're going to go live with watch party for the Rise of Skywalker. Be there, be square. It doesn't matter if you don't have the copy yet. Just come and have fun. I want to know what you guys think over there at Nerd Report. What everyone thinks. It's going to be the first time Mad Max watches it. So if you want to see that
send me the link so I could get it queued on my so I could get the digital ready so I could be all ready for Friday. Oh yeah, here's Snowdub's channel. Thanks, Snowdub.
Already
And
subbed.
then my channel too.
Yeah, and then there's the Sci-Fi
Yeah.
Dragon. So I think
Yeah,
that's
thanks.
where we're going to end it. I need to get some rest. I have to get up earlier just to prepare with all this, getting my clothes on, my certain clothes. I have my shoes outside the house. That's the other thing. I have to be real careful because I go take care of my parents. I do not want to give it to them. I'm not that worried about myself. I'm just, my wife too. But I'm more worried about giving it to them because they have health issues and they are homebound. They're stuck at home. So that's why I take really extra precautions when I go out to work.
My grandfather's pretty has health issues too, so I have to be careful with him.
That's what it's all about. Everyone that's like, oh, this is just like yes, the news media wants those ad clicks, so they overblow everything. They mountains out of molehills and everything. But the reality is
frustrating.
But when you think about like spring breakers and stuff, no one's ruining my spring break. But you think about your loved ones.
The
that
problem
don't have a
is
choice.
The problem is, and we'll get into. I'll go real quick. Is that for the past few years, we've been bombarded with so much like the sky's falling. News
you're right.
That now it's like, okay, it's falling again now.
Boy who cried wolf. It's actually
It's like those people doing spring break, they're like, hey, should I risk it? Not get laid? Well, you know what? I'm gonna risk it because the last 10 times it was done, it was fake. So
I see.
I understand that.
Yeah.
I understand that.
That's kind of part of the reason why people think they don't necessarily think the coronavirus is a hoax. I mean, the Bud Light virus. Sorry.
I think you're all. No, I think we'll be all right. I think
all right.
That's all right.
All right. Well, anyway, that's kind of why they think they don't necessarily think the virus is a hoax, but they think it's like over exaggerated in that this is an excuse by like the government to be more authoritarian or something. Like that's kind of the opinion that's been like espoused by like Ron Paul. I told you about him, Max.
Yeah,
he's a former senator.
He likes to watch his YouTube channel. So I haven't checked it out yet.
Ron Paul's the age, man. He could get it. All right, listen. I don't think it's fair for us to keep talking. Max got to go, but I want to say thank you, man, for having me on.
Oh, sure.
Thanks for having me on too.
We'll see what happens tomorrow. Check it out. Get this day of work done. Bye, everyone. Thanks, Snow Dub, for popping. I'm glad to talk to you again.
Hey, no problem, Max.
Snow Dub.
Good hanging out with you guys. Have a great night.
Hey,
take
Lewis,
care of yourselves.
Yeah, Lewis, check out Snow Dub's music video. Go Hawks, go!
I'm on it, bro.
Really
I'm on it. I'm making some adjustments to the studio here, and I'm gonna be listening.
He's got some banging tracks. I sometimes every once in a while when I catch up on my YouTube videos, I go back and check out his music videos.
Thanks, Max.
All right. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
All right, guys. Tuck and roll.
Peace.